안녕하세요. 오늘은 친구인 상정 나와 함께한다. 어떤 괜찮으사?
Oh, what was the last sentence? Could you just tell me?
어떤 괜찮으사?
I don't understand. Sorry.
어떤 괜찮으사?
어떻게 지냈어?
어떻게 지냈어?
너무 잘 지내고 요즘 너무 친구들 덕분에 행복하게 잘 지내고 있어.
I would like to keep this podcast in Korean, but that's so far what I had for one day studying.
Really perfect.
So basically, what I tried to say, tell me is right. 안녕하세요 is like hello,
Yeah, exactly.
and then 오늘은 친구인 상정이 나와 함께한다.
Uh-huh.
That is, today I'm here with my friend SangGeon.
Perfect.
It was perfect?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, SangGeon, a special podcast today because we're here in Vinifera room.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are like 7 months into the master,
Yeah.
more or less.
Mm-hmm.
And every time a professor came and asked to say your background, to say where we're coming from, you always say like, oh, it's a long story. But I was working in a pharmacy and now I'm here studying Viticulture and Enology.
Yeah.
So what is that long story?
Okay. So it's very complex thing. So
Uh-huh.
first of all, let me explain my background first. So I studied chemistry when I was in university, and the reason that I chose chemistry was just funny
Okay.
subject for me when I was high school. So, oh yeah, maybe if I go university, I will study chemistry, and then I go to university and study hard, and at the last of the life in university, of course thought about what should I do after my study. So in chemistry industry,
Uh-huh.
we can choose many different industry
Like areas of
areas,
Yeah.
like medicine, oil,
Oil,
or what else, food,
Mm-hmm.
of course alcohol.
Yeah.
There are many areas, but I chose like a bio and medicine industry
Yeah.
because at the time I thought that industry will be a super promising industry, promising future.
Okay.
So maybe I will earn a lot of money.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's the reason why I chose the industry. So I went the industry.
How old were you when you were making this decision?
It's 20. It's always hard to calculate the
Yeah.
international age. 24.
24.
Yeah, 24. Because
Why you say international?
because in Korea we calculate in different way.
Okay, so in Korean you are like 45?
No,
just kidding.
82. So in Korea at the time I was 26.
Okay.
26.
But internationally you were 24.
Yeah, 24.
How does that work?
It's in here in Europe or America,
Yeah.
they count when they were born.
Yes.
It starts from zero.
Yes, zero.
Zero. But we count it as 1 year old.
So you born with 1 year.
Yeah, I was super rich. Yeah, I already got 1 year. So yeah,
Okay.
and even for Korean male, we have 2 years of military duty. So
Uh-huh.
we have 2 more years old than
Okay.
other, how to say, same social age, I would say.
Okay, so men has 2 years older because they want to have the 2 years for military.
No, I mean
No?
just not it's just for a social age.
Okay.
It's not about our a real biological age.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
yeah.
You're born and you're zero. It's like because when I was 1 year old, I maybe could say some words
Okay.
like mama, papa,
Uh-huh.
or maybe a little bit steps.
Uh-huh.
But you born with 1 year and you were like a baby.
I was just crying.
Okay. What do you know other countries that does that?
South Korea and only Bhutan. Yes,
Bhutan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
So you guys are right and we're wrong.
Of course. Always you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, you make this decision of chemistry because you like it in high school, whatever, and then you choose the industry according. This is like a good potential to grow,
Exactly.
and you make this decision, and after college you start working right away. No.
Maybe just 4 month gap. Like I was trying to apply many companies,
Okay.
and then I went to one company where I work for.
How was your
2 years.
experience there?
It was really nice, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, the supervisors and my colleagues were super nice.
Nice.
Yeah, like the people, job, everything were nice for me. Like I really enjoyed my work life at the time. But on the other hand, after 1 year, I felt some like a weird feeling
Okay.
because I don't know about other countries. It's only about Korea.
Yeah.
And of course, it could be only my personal feeling,
Yeah.
but maybe I would say many Koreans will feel the same feeling of this one.
Okay.
In Korea, there are some like social rule that like we have to go good high school. After you have to go nice university, like a higher rank university. After you have to go proper good company to get earn many money. And then you have to get married around 30 years old.
Okay.
And then you have to get baby.
At what age? They have everything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and at the time I also thought that that is like a correct answer. That is a rule, like to follow. So I think it's nice. So,
But for example, what happens if somebody in Korea doesn't follow that rule?
we think that kind of person is a bit weird and like not normal, not
Okay.
So yeah.
Do you know people that are like that in Korea?
Most of them are like not in a normal life. I would say kind of celebrities or singers,
Okay.
or not like so difficult.
Yeah, like maybe outside Korea.
Yeah, like some homeless or like a very bad image we have.
Okay.
So especially like a old generation, include my parents and that generation, they don't like to go like other way. They want to go like a very
A structure.
like be elite. Please be elite like that. And
Wow. And then you were feeling like, okay, now I have this job. The next step is maybe buy a house. Maybe
earn money and save money, and then maybe find my fiance and
stay in Korea.
Yeah, like a very very conservative thing. I think.
Okay.
But after 1 year, I felt very weird feeling that I felt I lose myself. Like I feel I'm not like a SangGeon. I'm just like a robot, not like a human. Without any my idea, my value.
Nice.
Yeah. So at the time I was thinking about my like just myself, like what did I like when I was young, and what are you looking forward to do in future. And I was really think about myself deeply.
Yeah, exactly, like introspection.
Yeah. So
did you keep doing that?
Nowadays I'm really like busy for study and so but I like to do that.
It's incredible.
So at the time I thought about the wine because each person have their like a value in their life.
Yeah.
For me, the most precious and valuable value is family, I think.
Family.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now I'm really close with my all family members, dad, mom, my brother, all my cousins. I love them, super
Nice.
love them. But at the time, maybe 21, no, 20, after my military service,
Uh-huh.
at the time, I was not very close with my dad
Okay.
because okay, it didn't mean it doesn't mean that like I had bad relationship with my
Yeah.
dad. No, I really respect him, admire him,
Yeah.
but like I felt not like close
Yeah.
feeling with my dad.
Yeah, that happened a lot in that age.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wanna do a life,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it's like your dad wants to tell you something or whatever, and just no, it's not like that. I'm gonna do my own way, and
Mm.
sometimes it happens. Yeah, but I know that feeling that
Mm.
you have a good relationship, but you're not close.
Yeah, and even like a simple conversation, like I didn't do often with my dad. Like with my mom, brother, it was super easy to do like a simple conversation, daily conversation. But with my dad, like I don't know why, because my dad he has a high social position in
Okay.
Korea, and
Yeah.
he made success in his
Okay.
life. So bit hard to approach him with
Okay.
yeah. But one day, my dad brought one bottle of wine,
Nice.
and he said, "Oh, let's have just drink for dinner." And yeah, and then we drank together, talk a lot, and at the time, at the moment, I felt really like feel connected,
Yeah.
super close with my dad, and it was really special moment for me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so before the moment, I thought like alcohol is not like enjoyable things
Okay.
for me. Like normally in Korea, most of the alcohol is like a soju. Do you know
Like
soju?
a strong alcohol, no?
Not strong. It's
No?
16 degree.
Ah, okay.
So
Yeah, not that bad.
similar with alcohol, wine.
Yeah.
And beer is fine, but soju is the main alcohol in Korea. But for me, like a taste was
Not good.
not good.
Okay.
For me, it's just like an ethanol drink.
But you drink it like with food, or just more for the fact of get wasted?
With food, like do you know Korean barbecue with the pork?
I seen pictures, but never had it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's many Korean will have soju with Korean barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's good, but I don't like it. I don't
Okay.
like it. So
And in your family or with your friends, do you had this alcohol was like frequently, like on social areas, or not really?
yeah,
Yeah?
social. Yeah, with my friends, sometimes I drink beer.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes very rarely soju.
So,
Yeah, but yeah. So but for me, it was not enjoyable to
okay.
drink. But yeah, after the moment, I changed my like
Yeah,
thought.
mindset.
Mindset that alcohol can be a good tool for like making closer with other people and
Yeah, to,
being a social atmosphere.
yeah, like to connect you with the present moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, alcohol for you, I'm guessing this, when you have that moment with your dad, maybe you don't remember the vineyard or the type of grape or the bottle.
Yeah,
Alcohol goes, or wine goes to the second
exactly.
side.
Mm-hmm.
What you carry is the people you have in front of you
Mm-hmm.
and what you're sharing with them.
Mhm.
That is that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. There's a story, SangGeon, I don't know if you know it, but Romans,
Mm-hmm.
when they're like, you know, the Roman Empire, when almost all Europe,
Yeah.
when they go to like conquer a new land or to make like a alliance,
Mm-hmm.
they have wine with them.
Okay.
So the first thing they do when they go to another kingdom,
Uh-huh.
they put the wine and be like, we drink together. So we're
Okay. Good strategy.
It's like a good exchange.
Yeah.
I mean, it works, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sango, that moment with the wine
Mm-hmm.
make you be more interesting in wine first, or it was like, I want to, because the wine was important, but what I'm thinking is like this work of introspection that you were doing at the time
Mm-hmm.
made you realize, oh, I can be more close with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
But what was the point that made you, I'm gonna leave my country,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave my career,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna start pursuing viticulture and enology?
Okay. Okay. It's my personal experience. Of
Uh-huh.
course, everything is my personal
Yeah,
experience.
you're saying.
Yeah, so like before, no, like 20 until 20 international until 25 years old, I think.
Uh-huh.
I think I was really passive, like passive for all area, for like my career, my future. I always try to follow social rule in Korea,
Okay.
not like with my will, not in my
Soul.
soul
Yeah,
exactly.
soul, yeah.
So I realized that, oh my God, it's not like me. So I want to be more active for my life. I
Uh-huh.
want to be a leader of my life.
Nice.
So yeah, and then I thought about wine, but at the time I was also thinking about but for wine, what can I do in Korea? So
Mhm.
I searched on internet, and in Korea there is not like a big wine industry compared with the other European countries, America. Of course, we have vineyard in the some area, but it's not like a huge one and not
Yeah.
famous. So there is the way that I can work in Korea is just like a export import
Yeah.
and or chemist in wine shop.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do like that kind of service industry. I want it to be more closer to wine.
Yeah.
And then I also searched about like what can I do with my background, because I
Chemistry.
studied chemistry. So yeah, in chemistry, and one day I found the vinifera on internet,
Uh-huh.
and I saw the explanation of this program, and it was super interesting for me, like enology and wine analysis, especially wine analysis.
Uh-huh.
For me, it seems really like wow, it seems really nice,
Yeah.
because my major was chemistry, so maybe I can be more. I can be more. I can develop my chemistry
Yeah, your knowledge.
knowledge.
Your
Yeah.
knowledge, yeah.
So
And there's a lot of things going into a bottle of wine.
yeah.
Like chemistry talking.
Exactly.
And I think I was reading an article from the professor Antonio Morata that he said wine is one of the main beverage that with more research
Mm-hmm.
about, like wine has inspired literature, has inspired art, has inspired like chemistry to do all like how many anthocyanins are, what affect the color, what affect the aromas. There's so much area to research in wine because it's complex.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. The main reason that I leave my country and my
Uh-huh.
industry, it was like I want to be active, not passive. But nowadays I feel still I'm passive compared to other like students. I always respect other students. Like the of course the atmosphere of countries are
Yeah.
different, but yeah, always I thought by myself that SangGeon, you should be more active in your classroom, but you know, I'm a bit old in this classroom, so my like lifestyle has already stopped.
Why are you talking about SangGeon? You're in the average of ages.
No, but I feel
No, because I mean, sometimes it also happened to me. I really try not to compare, because
okay.
every path is completely different. But I was talking with a friend one day that what we're doing is not common.
Okay.
Like it's already a challenge.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but we're taking action of creating the life that we want. And sometimes we don't give us credit for what we're doing. Like for example, come to class 8 hours in English with professors from all Europe in a group super diverse. Then go out and it's not your country, it's not your culture. They speak French, it's not your language. You're away from home. You need to cook. You need to do your laundry. You need to get your stuff together.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we're doing it, and sometimes it's like, oh, it's easy. But it's normal for us. Yes, for us it's normal, but we're doing a freaking challenge. It's sometimes I'm like, don't be too hard on yourself. Just give you a hug because you're doing a great job. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we take for granted shit that is hard, and we're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know why. Comparison is a kind of a characteristic of Korean, so I'm
really?
Yeah. Always compare. So I'm trying to forget this my characteristic, like Korean characteristic, but it's not easy. Yeah.
But for example, when you, that is like in school, because I remember that you told me when you were studying in school, like everyone's studying by themselves. Like in Korea, you never get together with friends to.
Sometimes we are in a group to study together, but the our grade was like a relative system, so like there was a bit competition to get
all the
high
time.
grade and.
Okay.
So some students don't want to share their notes.
Oh really?
Yeah. So if you want to get their notes, we have to become more close with them, buy some food and
a strategy all the time.
But I was not good at being social with them, so
you need to be good by yourself,
yes. Okay, I don't want to be a slave of them. I just want to do by myself and yeah.
Wow. In Mexico we had some people like that.
Okay.
That are like, oh, I'm gonna pass you my notes. And we're like, oh, we don't care. I can have more friends than they can pass me the homework. Yeah. No, but it's interesting because also for me was really eye-opening this experience of being here in Vinifera, having you and having people from all over the world, because sometimes as we live our lives, as you say, we live from our personal experience, and to see that there's other ways to live life that can be helpful or are maybe not better or worse but different, give you a wide understanding of different points of view.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like it.
Yeah, I'm really happy to meet many friends in here, all over the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always realize new things from many friends, and yeah, I'm really nowadays study is a bit hard for me, but I'm really happy to be here. Yeah, I'm really happy. Yeah.
And for example, SangGeon, when you have any plans to go home soon?
Maybe in 3 months.
In 3 months?
Yeah, I think.
Your family is planning to come to France?
No.
No? Okay.
Actually, my mom and dad was planning to visit Montpellier,
Okay.
but their plan was like actually it was next week, but like my mom, her back condition is not good,
Okay.
and yeah, and my dad, he is busy for his work, so maybe yeah. But luckily, fortunately, in last September, my friend visited for me.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And next week, my teacher, when I was middle school,
Ah, nice.
she already retired maybe 10, like a few years ago.
Okay.
So nowadays she enjoyed her life.
Yeah, she travels.
So yeah, she will visit here and we will have dinner together.
She's gonna stay in Montpellier?
2 nights.
Ah, amazing.
Mhm.
Okay, only for you.
Yeah, like
That's beautiful.
she visit like France with her friend, maybe two other teachers maybe,
Okay.
and they will travel around the France.
Yeah.
So yeah, and actually they didn't plan to visit Montpellier, but
You told.
yeah, I told her oh, and she said, oh my god, I have to change today. So
Guys, you better show her the best places of
yeah,
Montpellier.
of course, yeah,
Yeah.
and I can show her my poor French skill.
Non, I mean,
Non.
si tu voudrais ne peut parler français.
Non.
Non.
Non. Pardon.
Rien de français. No, I mean, this is incredible because also in Paris, I had the opportunity to meet Anna's family.
Okay.
And we were talking in the dinner table, and I told Anna, so how's your French going?
Okay.
And Anna was laughing, no, I think in class I'm learning more Spanish. And then I was, well, I'm learning Arabic. And then everybody's
Yeah, kifag.
Yeah, kifag, Aiwa, Anjad, everybody's like learning.
No.
You listen to Patrick saying something in Spanish, then Moro saying something in Italian.
Yeah.
Yes, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great experience. And okay, so let's a little bit go back to the part when you make this amazing decision. So you found Vinifera, no? And then you read, and you say, okay, I need to take action, be the captain of my life.
Okay.
I'm going.
Uh-huh.
How was that? Like, it's not easy. Just
Of
to
course,
be
like first of all, the language. Like I never studied something in English. Of course, like in Korea, we learn English for a long time, but only for, just in my case, we only learn for like exam, reading, writing, and listening, not speaking. So I was really afraid to go abroad to study some things, but I want to be like a captain of my life. So SangGeon, don't be scared. Just to challenge, just go forward. So okay, but like if I want to study in here, first of all I have to pass the interview and the first the how to say
the filter.
Filter with my
filter.
documents and other things. So first let's send the document and then let's see the future, and then I got received that you will have an interview. So, okay, okay. So
It's happening.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
It was a joke.
Yeah. So okay, let's prepare my interview. So I prepare the questions by myself. But the interview was really like a simple one. So yeah, just conversation with Patrice, and maybe at the time it was I forgot her name. Maybe not O'Haley. Anyway, so one French teacher. Yeah.
I have a question. Were there in the previous batches of Vinifera? Were there any Korean? Hi, beautiful people that are watching and enjoying this podcast. In order to bring more content like this, I will ask you for 3 favors. The first one is to like the videos. Second one is to follow and subscribe the channel. And the third one is to share and talk to your friends about this amazing content you're following. So I love you so much and keep enjoying the podcast. Cheers. Before you? Or you're the first?
There was one Korean
Okay.
in batch 15, I think.
Okay.
And
Do you reach out to him?
yeah, like I already knew him because of like a wine class from him.
Okay.
Yeah, so and yeah, I knew that he studied in abroad, but I didn't know that he was a
Beneath it.
yeah. But one day I knew that and I reached him out. I will be in Binifera, so I guess I got some information from him and
Amazing.
yeah, the one of the reason that I chose Binifera was also from like him because he seems really like a professional and he has many knowledge and experience. So yeah, maybe if I go Binifera, maybe I can be like him.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So yeah, one of the reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. And your family, what did they tell you when you told them like, okay, I'm going to France to study viticulture and enology?
In my for example, my mom.
Yeah.
At the first time, she said, "Oh, I always support you, SangGeon. I'm really happy to make you this kind of decision." But like after 1-2 weeks, but SangGeon, I think it's fair to say in Korea, work Korea. I'm a bit afraid. So,
Of course.
yeah.
Of course.
And my dad, he didn't say much, but like of course like he support me but of course he gave me some like advices and showed him his concern about many things, but yeah, but I was really not confident. I would say I was pretty sure to myself.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and if I don't do now, in future I won't do. I cannot do.
Yeah.
So I made decision and I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
And now I'm doing podcast with
Exactly. With a
JC.
Mexican.
Yeah.
Mamma mia.
Mexican who did taekwondo for
You see the word? How this word works? For me, it's amazing.
yeah.
And I know I will never understand the big immensity of things, how they works, but sometimes it's only just a leap of faith. You just gotta jump
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, like I told you, in Korea we have a social rule to follow some way. So it's easy to expect my future. Like maybe I will earn this amount of money. Maybe my career will be like this. Maybe at 40, I'm maybe a team leader. 50 or some
CEO.
yeah, like that. But now, like I cannot expect my future. So
Yeah.
sometimes,
Exactly.
sometimes I feel a bit nervous and bit scaredness also.
Okay.
But also on the other hand, also excited to
To create it.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So let's see how.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing because it's not easy. I'm telling you well, I don't know, like as the Korean perspective, but sometimes also I feel like when somebody or another thing, maybe your parents, maybe your friends or your people around you, or even your expectation is like already have a plan for you. Sometimes it's like, as you say, like it's not me.
Yeah.
I'm not being loyal to what I want.
True.
And when you start doing loyal to what you want, you grow, and then you realize, and you get together with people that also are the same like you, and that bond is more real than maybe where you're coming from, maybe the people that you grow up with. But you're growing and you're discovering yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing, SangGeon. I'm congratulations, man. I didn't know that. It's freaking amazing, bro. Freaking amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, freaking amazing. And okay, so you took the plane, and then for me it was also curious because you told me you arrived in France before, and you have like a family in France. You
Like a not real family,
Uh-huh.
but before before arrive in France, I was a bit afraid of my language. So of course,
okay.
I learned before I applied this Viticulture and Master. I was thinking about going abroad, but I was thinking that which country where will I go? So maybe the America or France, Spain, Italy is famous for wine, right?
Uh-huh.
But I already searched on internet. America super expensive, so I excluded.
Okay.
So maybe Europe, France, Spain, Italy. But for me, I don't know why. The first wine that I share with my dad was French wine.
Okay.
So that's why I chose France. So at the time I was working in company. So after company, I went to the French Institute and learned French 2 times per week.
That was like how long before applying?
8-9 months ago.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think before 8-9 months.
Nice.
So I already learned the French for 1 year at the time.
Yeah.
So, and of course I did another way to improve my French, and that was the language exchange application. And sometimes in application there are some weird people. Yeah, but fortunately for me there was really many good people,
Nice.
and she was one of my friends who met in application,
Mm-hmm.
and she is around 60 years old,
She's French.
French.
Okay.
She lives near to Paris, maybe 1 hour from Paris there. And we did a Zoom meeting every Monday,
Nice.
and we keep 1 year to do that meeting,
Yeah.
Zoom meeting.
She was helping you with your French, and you were helping her with Korean.
Korean, exactly. She wanted to learn Korean.
Wow.
Yeah, and maybe in 2 months she will visit Korea. Maybe
No way.
3 months or 2 months, I think.
She's going.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So
And how is her Korean level?
still, I think it's very basic.
Okay.
But important thing is she is trying to learn
Exactly,
Korean. Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, so I met her and I told her my story, my life, and she said, "Oh, if you want to stay in my house, we can invite you." So,
Amazing.
and then she said, "Oh, if you arrive France, I can
Amazing.
go for you for airport to pick up." And oh my god, so nice. SangGeon, merci beaucoup.
Ooh la la.
Ah, yeah. So yeah,
Amazing.
I stayed in her house maybe almost 1 week,
Mhm.
and we went to Paris together, and many places with her, and it was really nice memory for me. Really,
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah, to somebody to open her house for
Mhm.
you, it's
Yeah.
part of the family now. Exactly. Now I
Yeah.
understand why it's your family. Friends. Yeah.
My French mom.
Your French mom.
Yeah.
Oui, bien sûr.
Ma maman française.
Oh là là, SangGeon. Tu te voudrais ne plus parler français, SangGeon.
Mais maintenant, c'est podcast.
Ouais, bien sûr. Et tous la personne qui écoutait, il parle anglais.
Oh, d'accord.
D'accord. Next time, SangGeon.
Okay.
In Germany.
À la
Big-
prochaine fois.
Ouais, because another cool thing that I think I already told you this, but this is amazing. I applied for for the German scholarship
Okay.
that they give here in Vinifera.
Mhm.
And when I got oh, congratulations, you get the scholarship, and to see all the names of the
Mhm.
people,
Mhm.
I started reading, and it was super diverse, one from Argentinian,
Yeah.
one from Brazil, and then I read North Korea. And I was like, what? North Korea? This guy should be the nephew of... Who's coming from North Korea to study wine? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And I arrived here, and then I met you, and I was like, "Hey," and you were like, "No, it's South Korea." It's South Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to Germany together.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But at that time, like when I received that email, of course, I also received a scholarship from there. And I received the email. I saw my name, and next to my name there was my nationality, North Korea. So what? so I sent back email directly to Patrice and dear Patrice, I'm SangGeon who received the scholarship, and actually my nationality is South Korea, not North Korea, blah blah blah. And he said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And okay, never mind. Yeah, but yeah, funny episode.
No, I took my flight to France thinking that I'm gonna meet a guy from North Korea, and I just met you, SangGeon. This is no fair. I want to meet somebody from North Korea.
Of course, I want to meet North Korean too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny. And okay, this is amazing. But to keep you came to France to stay with your French mom.
Mm-hmm.
You start vinifera, and after 7 months, SangGeon, after almost 6 courses that we've been through, how you feel with yourself? How is this going? How you growing? How you're feeling? What's your overall experience? Like the best experience so far, or the more challenging times? What can you share with us about these 7 months here?
First of all, I like a knowledge of the classes. Honestly, like during class, I think I didn't observe right away, like maybe 20-30%, and then after for exam, maybe at the time I study more, and then I observe, and so during class I felt really frustration because of my language. First of all, I could not understand right away, and even make a note when I made the note in Korea, I always wrote in Korean, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit hard to write in English, or maybe I can write in Korean, but of course my listening
to follow.
Gap makes me hard to make a note, so I'm struggling with that, but the scholar knowledge is not accumulating for me, I think, but we visited many places, and we went to vineyard often, and from classmates they share their experiences. I think that makes me more flourished, more that makes me really feel nice. I'm really happy with that. So but the main objective of this program is to get knowledge of wine, but and also I realized that I compare with other classmates, maybe me and maybe 1-2 students, they didn't have any experience in vineyard, so I always craving to have real hand experience outside vineyard.
And it's coming.
Yes.
Yeah, I promise you, when we see each other again in Germany, I'm gonna ask you, hey SangGeon, how was your harvest experience? And all the content, because for me it's also tedious, the classes, because slides, pictures, letters, explanations, and it only makes sense when you're watching it. So you're now is like it's like when you're learning a language.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, like oh, you can read books, you can do that. But even like, when you're in the country and listen and listen to the accent and try to speak with native is when you click it. So I promise you, go with this mentality that you have. Like I wanna learn, I wanna keep growing in this into harvest. And bro, you're gonna come back into Germany like super sharp, ready to kill it. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But from now, I don't know like anything. So yeah, but in future, I hope. Yeah.
It's a process. It's a process.
Yeah, but I'm still like I told you before, like I'm still slave of age culture in Korea. So I feel always like urgent, like oh I should do like as soon as possible. Like even if I were young, I would have like a gap year to make experience in vineyard or to do internship. But now I think I don't have any like not enough time.
But what's your? I'm gonna ask you a question. What's your rush?
I don't know, like I think I'm still very like 100% Korean, like maybe.
Oh really? You're 100% Korean.
Yeah, I mean that.
Your mom is Korean. Your dad is Korean.
Yeah. But I mean, nowadays most of my friends they are working in their field and. But now I'm just like studying and yeah. Of course, I chose by myself, so there is no excuse. I know, but like on the other hand, I also feel like pressure on myself, and yeah, I try to forget, but also in like the angel debut, SangGeon, you're too late. No, SangGeon, you choose by yourself.
I mean, that's it. Jing and Yang. It's in your flag.
Yeah.
It's in your flag, man.
Yeah,
Jing and Yang. I mean, it's not all the way this and it's not all the way this. But sometimes I also feel like the time thing. But I ask myself this question, like, what is the rush? And one time I listened to a podcast that it's super cool. That it's about how do you know or how do you deal with anxiety when you, oh, my friend is doing this, or oh, I'm getting 35 years old. How do you deal with that? And he's like, because I got faith on the process. Faith. And he's like, but how do you describe that? And he makes a really nice example that I love it. That is, what will happen if God appears to you and he tell you, you see the top of the mountain, you're gonna get there. No matter what happens, you're gonna get there.
Okay. So
already God tell you that you're gonna get there. So you start climbing the mountain, and there's like a storm, and there's the snow, and there's animals.
Yeah,
bears, whatever. But if you have faith that God tell you, no matter what happens, you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
If there's rain, you're gonna be, okay, wow, let's enjoy the rain. I know I'm gonna get there. If there's animals and danger, you're gonna become like smart to don't get killed, but you're gonna be smart, but also faithful and confident that you're gonna get there because God tell you that there's no rush. But if you don't have faith, if it's rain, you're gonna start doubting, like, oh no, you know what? I need to go back. Oh, it's really hard. But when you know that it's gonna happen, you enjoy the moment instead of like, because either way you're living in the rain. Yeah, but you can dance in the rain and you can like cry. Yeah. So I like that. It's not for me, it's from a podcast I listen. But sometimes when it's like, oh, time is clicking, by this time I wanted to already have my company, or I wanted to do this. Yes, but I know I can do it. I know it's gonna get it, so enjoy it right now. Yeah. And then, meet you at the top. Yeah. Vamos! Exactly. Yeah. No, I mean, this is also like really, really good because in these moments, when you're gonna work in the vineyard and in the winery, when you're working and doing stuff, you also have time to do introspection and to see, to keep changing and growing and making decisions. Yeah, I think it's gonna be amazing for you. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to work in the vineyard with many people, workers in there.
Yeah, and another thing that I was thinking not long ago was the first year of Vinifera. It's almost done.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah, so fast and a bit sad for me.
Why?
Like I feel like I didn't enjoy a lot, but already it had passed like 7 months, 8 months. So, and I should leave in 1 month to Bordeaux. Oh my god!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're going to our internship, and then you're like, honestly, time moves really fast.
Yeah, and also a bit sad because we have to split like Germany, Italy, Portugal. So we cannot meet all students together next year.
No.
So
Mais c'est la vie.
c'est la vie. C'est la vie, oui.
C'est la vie. Well, we're gonna have a great group in Germany. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I really like our group.
it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. I don't know about the other guys, but we're having a good time. Yeah, I'm gonna send videos tomorrow like Vamos. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. And then okay, you for internship, now that we're finishing with the first year, I'm gonna tell you this, I'm proud of yourself and you better be proud of yourself because what you're doing is freaking amazing.
Okay.
But then you're gonna choose your internship. Where?
First of all, it was Switzerland.
Okay.
But there was a big they didn't give me like a response back, so I was trying to find like a famous wine region, Bourgogne, Bordeaux, but mainly maybe Bourgogne because it's super famous region.
And they make good wines there.
Yes. So and there are 2 Korean in the Bourgogne region.
Nice.
Yeah. One, she and her husband, and he's Japanese. They run one winery, I think.
Nice.
And he's a bit famous. Like, do you know the manga, the Japanese manga, and about wine, the drops of wine?
Drops of God. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Alan told me about that.
Ah yeah.
He made the manga.
No. The among the book, one episode they talk about their story.
No way.
Yeah.
He's in a manga.
They introduced their wine. So
okay.
As I know,
Yeah.
And their winery name is Lou Dumont.
Have you read that manga?
No. I want to, but
Alan told me that's how he get into wine.
Ah, really? Okay. Yeah. So actually, I sent email to them like, can I have an opportunity to work in your winery for internship? And they didn't reply yet. But yesterday I sent, so maybe I will wait for a few days.
Yeah, patience. Yeah. And then also right here, the department, like Patrice and a lot of people are really helpful to get you something.
Yeah, but maybe, like, when I was looking for internship in Switzerland, like, there are many wineries, but the biggest problem was the visa, because, I'm not like a European, I don't have European citizenship, and even I'm not like a second priority, I'm the third one, so, and visa is the big deal, so from now I think the French internship is the most easiest way to find.
Well, we're right now as a French student, so we can go through that.
So maybe
it's either that or get the European passport. Vamos! Passport! I don't know. You choose your way, Sang.
Oh my god. Yeah.
There's a French. I love this phrase like on sait jamais.
On sait jamais. Yeah, okay.
On sait jamais. You never know.
Of course, yeah. Let's see. On verra.
On verra.
On verra.
On verra. Amazing. Okay, SangGeon. So to close this, I really enjoy this podcast. I can keep talking with you
We'll see.
hours and hours, and with a glass of wine for days, man.
Of course.
Yeah, we never stop. But just to close this, I want to say thank you for your time and to share your story. I know a bright future is ahead.
Yeah.
And SangGeon, the mic is gonna be yours. If you wanna share any message for, I don't know, friends, family, people that are listening to us that they feel like this is not exactly what I want. I wanna do something. The mic is yours, SangGeon. Just
Okay. Yeah, first of all, thanks to JC, my friend. It was really nice, like a chance to do like this. So thanks again. And to my family, I miss my mom, dad, my brother.
like this.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm also proud of myself to make decision 1 year ago, maybe 1 year ago, yeah. And I'm really looking forward to discover my future, my new way, my like, how to say, my treasures in my life.
Yeah,
So
amazing.
still I'm nervous, but I believe myself I can do, I can make it. So
Yeah,
so thanks to people who support me, and yeah.
One time when I was living to the US to live, that I knew maybe I wasn't not coming back to Mexico for a long time. I didn't have like the shock of nervous until I was in the bus going to the airport. When I was in the bus, I realized like, shit, I'm leaving home.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
and maybe I'm not coming back. So I feel like panic, like shit. What if something goes wrong or blah, blah, blah. I was 18 years old, and I
Super
called.
young.
Yeah, I called one uncle that he's in LA, and I was like, he also left home when he was young and everything. And I was like, hey uncle, I feel like this, and he told me, calm down. You know how to do things. Of course you're gonna make it. Like, if you believe in yourself, you're gonna make it. Like, why not? Now it's fine to feel like that, but you're making this because you can. And in the Spanish it's ni modo que no. Like, of course you can.
Okay.
Ni modo que no. Like, of course you can do it.
Okay.
And he called me and he's like, it's gonna be hard, but fuck, you can do it. And I was like, I hung out with him and I was like, fuck, I can do it.
Yeah, vamos.
Yeah, fuck, I can do it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I felt same like a feeling when I was taking a airplane from Korea to Paris. But yeah, I was a bit scared, but also, but it's already happened. So why not?
We choose to go to the moon.
Yeah, moon.
Not because it's easy, because it's hard. John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, last time you said me.
Yeah. I sent it to you, no?
Yeah.
That's an amazing speech.
Yeah.
So SangGeon, how can we say goodbye in Korean?
Goodbye.
Goodbye and thank you for watching.
For
the fans.
Like a goodbye just for 안녕.
안녕.
안녕, and see you next time. Like 다음에 봐요.
다음에 봐요.
다음에 봐요.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.